everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So today I am going to give you some weekly topic chat, and I didn't want to miss out this week because I didn't have a chance to film a what I ate today for you, but I definitely wanted to bring you the topic this week because I thought it was really good, and also a little snippet about the MyWW Plus changes that just occurred this week. So if you've not made it to a workshop or you've not made it to a virtual Zoom meeting, then I just wanted to kind of give you a couple of highlights because, again, super excited. I'm super excited about a couple of the changes too. So if you have the app, I'm sure that you've started to see some of this stuff. But again, I just wanted to kind of tell you my excitement about some of these tools that are going to be available for you now on your WW app. So I'm sure you want to hear about that first. So let's talk about that first, and then I will talk to you about the weekly topic and my homework and my workshop this week. So whew, that's a lot, right? So let's go ahead and get started with that. So the changes for the MyWW Plus, it's going to be so hard to remember that. So the first thing that they did is they gave you an in-depth personal assessment. So the first time you logged onto your app, and if you haven't logged onto your app this week, now is the time to do that. You can take an in-depth personal assessment, and that personal assessment is going to ask you things like, how often do you go out to eat? Or, you know, how's your lifestyle? How's your activity? You know, just it's going to ask you a varying range of questions and then pinpoint where you may need some extra help and give you some really good suggestions. So I did that. It was pretty cool, and I was excited about that part because when we changed the last time, only the new people that signed up were able to do the assessment, which I really was kind of sad about because I really wanted to take it just to see what the questions were. So super excited that's available for everybody too. There's also an in-app weekly check-in. So before on our app, we used to check in and just put our weight in, check the box. And now it's going to ask you some more questions. So your weekly check-in is going to be a little more in-depth. And I think that, again, it's going to give you some more personalized suggestions to help keep you on track and give you some great reminders throughout the week. So yay for that. You guys know I love reminders. All right, so the next thing is there's also a new functionality called What's in My Fridge or What's in Your Fridge. So if you have a couple of ingredients in your fridge and you're like, oh, I need to cook dinner, I don't know what to make, you're looking and you see 3 things, you could put those ingredients into the app and bam, it's going to give you some recipe suggestions. How cool is that? I'm super excited about that. So I have not played with that yet, but I have a couple of coworkers that have, and they said it's awesome. So I'm going to be digging into my fridge later tonight or tomorrow and just kind of start tapping some stuff in and play with it to see what the recipe suggestions are for some of my ingredients that I have left in there. Really come in handy when I don't know what to do with some of the stuff in my freezer too. So stay tuned on that. The next thing is, you guys ready for this? The meal planner. The meal planner is really cool because a lot of the times you are using a separate piece of paper or a separate paper meal planner, or you're using another app for that, and now WW has incorporated that into the app. I was able to play with that today, and super cool. You can access not only their recipes, but any recipes that you have put input with your recipe builder. You can also use those recipes for your meal planner. So that is way cool. So that you definitely want to check that one out. All right, so the next thing is they've got some filtering and sorting tools. They also have a personalized recipe carousel. So based on whatever you track, so whatever foods you track most often, it's going to have an updated recipe carousel that says, hey, I see you like chicken. I know we all eat a lot of chicken. So, hey, I see you eat a lot of chicken. How about you try this? Here's a new recipe for you to try. Or I see that you input asparagus, last week. here's some new asparagus recipes that you can try. So I think it's really cool because if it does, pinpoint an ingredient that you use, it's going to give you some recipe suggestions. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I start making the same chicken recipe over and over again. And I never think to think outside the box. I mean, we do chicken tacos, I do baked chicken, I do chicken stir fry, and I do barbecue chicken. Those are my 4 go-tos. Anything beyond that, I either have a recipe for or I'm trying something new. So, I mean, but those are always my 4 go-tos for chicken. So I'm kind of excited to see some new stuff pop up there. There's also a new activity dashboard. You guys know that we have had I always want to call it something else. Hold on, it's called mind. Oh, what's it called? I'll think about it. I'll put it here. I might have to look it up because Minecraft is coming to mind. MySpace is coming to mind. That's not it. Something mind. I don't know. Whatever. I'll look it up and I'll put it here because I don't want to waste any more time on it. Now's probably not the time to say, hey, give me a thumbs up for my video. All right, so enough of that. But again, a lot of the changes that were happening are based on the app, and you would have to have the WW app in order to access these things. But I don't think I'm telling you anything proprietary. Everything that you're hearing me say here, you've been, if you attended any of the Zoom meetings, you would have found that out here. Plus, I've already seen a couple of other videos that have already detailed a lot of the stuff. So I feel safe telling you guys this. I'm not breaking any confidentiality or anything doing that. So, but yeah, super excited. So anyway, I still can't remember the name of it. Anyway, there's 5-minute coaching things on this. I'll already have it in here, but I almost want to stop recording and look it up because it's going to drive me crazy. But there's 5-minute coaching sessions on here. There's 2-minute coaching, 3-minute. There's all kinds of stuff, but it's really cool because you click on it and it has different suggestions. And one of the ones, so here's one that I'm going to suggest that you check out, and it's the stressful eating one. It's eating stressful eating, something like that. But it takes you through a less than 3-minute audio session of how to combat stressed eating. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. So when you're stressed and you're a stress eater, so it kind of walks you through how you can try to combat that, another strategy that you can use. So I really like that one a lot. So definitely check that one out. All right, so let me know in the comments if you're super excited about these changes or if you've played with one of these new updates to our app. I like I said, I'm super excited. I think that the more you use the tools, the more successful you're going to be. The more you track on your app, the more successful you're going to be. I don't care if you ate double your points that day. Trust me, if you weren't tracking it, you'd eat triple your points that day if you were off track or having one of those days. Trust me, I have those days too. So definitely check out those things on your app. You're paying for the app. Use the heck out of it because there's a lot of cool things on there, and if you're focused on your app and checking some of these things out, trust me, you're going to be less focused on grabbing your next snack. And I try to find things that sidetrack me from thinking about food sometimes because I just ate, I know I'm not hungry, but sometimes I get the bored eating situation happening. So just by having some of these different things to occupy my mind or my hands, it's going to stop me from thinking about my next snack. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about STAR goals. And the STAR goals were the topic this week, and it's really funny because of the fact that I was super on point with talking about goals, and let's set some healthy goals. And we only have 7 weeks left of the year, and we need to really focus and start to get some of these healthy habits in place because 2020 is almost gone. And I know some people are like, hallelujah, because I mean, 2020's been rough. But I would like to go into 2021 with some solid, healthy habits already in place, because of the fact that if I've got those solid, healthy habits in place, New Year's resolutions, I think you guys heard me talk about those. I don't like them. I think that every time I've set one, it's been a failure, because when I set my New Year's resolutions, they're like, I'm going to exercise 7 days a week for 2 hours a day, and I'm never going to eat off plan, and I'm going to eat salads every day. And my New Year's resolutions were always huge. And maybe that's why they always failed. But I think that if you're setting yourself up for success and you're doing one healthy habit every week, or even if you take 2 weeks and do a new healthy habit, what's going to happen is you are going to start to make those solid. And the more healthy habits we have, the easier this program is going to be. So I know that before we had SMART goals, now we have STAR goals, but the thing is that we need to set some goals that we are going to be able to stick with. And I'm going to grab the acronym here, because it's going to be one of those days and I'm not going to remember what. Headspace. I had it on my cheat sheet. Headspace was the one I was looking for. I knew it was space something, mind. Mind, I think that's what kept throwing me off. All right, so the STAR goals are specific, truly doable, active, and relevant. So specific, you guys know about having specific goals. If you say, I'm going to work out next week, that's not very specific. But if you say that I'm going to work out on my treadmill 20 minutes a day, 3 days next week in the mornings, that's pretty darn specific. So that one is something that's really easy to say, that's what I can do. And it's a pretty good start. Truly doable, that's definitely, that's the 20 minutes a day on the treadmill. I think that's definitely doable. And it's actually my goal right now. I would like to do between 20 and 30 minutes on my treadmill. And normally if I get on for 20, I'm on there for 30. But I figure if I say 20, at least it's going to push me to start exercising again. And I don't know what happened. I fell off the wagon with that. But anyway, that's a story for another day. I'm going to try to stay on point. The next one was active. So what they mean by active is you want something that is, I don't want you to say, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to eat chocolate anymore. But I'm going to have a healthier snack, or I'm going to grab an apple instead of chocolate. So something that's more in a positive frame of mind versus a negative. So I don't want you to make a negative statement. I want you to be more positive with it. So not sure if that's even a good example, but I'm sure you see where I'm going with that. And the last one is relevant. And I think that your goals have to be relevant to, or your habits have to be relevant to your goals. So if my goal is to get stronger, then I may want to put some weights in or do some weight training. If my goal is to eat healthier, then I need to make the habit of trying to eat a healthier snack. So make that relevant to something that means something to you and something that is relevant to your goal. So hopefully that kind of gives you a quick synopsis. I know I went on and on and on about the different changes in the app, but I was super excited about that. Also super excited about healthy habits and goals. So with that said, I am going to remind you again, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. YouTube likes that. It helps out my channel and it helps out me. Also, I always forget to say this, but if you're still with me and you're in your workshops, or you are, you're with friends that do WW, let them know about my channel. I'm trying to grow it a little bit more. I'm getting close to my next level and I'm getting kind of excited about it. So I'd like to have your help on that as well. So again, don't forget, thumbs up, leave me some comments below. There goes my dryer. I was trying to get done with this before my dryer got done, so I did great. So I'm going to go get some laundry done. And again, let me know in the comments, even let me know in the comments what your healthy habit is that you're currently working with. So, all right, that's a lot of questions, isn't it? All right, so let me just sign off now. I hope that you're having a wonderful November. Thanksgiving is next week. I'm sure I'll talk to you before then, but if not, you don't catch that video, have a happy early Thanksgiving, and we will see you next time.